4 frequently Oscar-nominated movie directors who've never won. One of the top honors that come on Oscar night is the Best Director Award, deemed as a testament to a filmmaker's genius and extraordinary creativity in audio-visual storytelling. Directors go through a very arduous filmmaking process, so being voted as the year's best is the pinnacle of success. In Oscar history, there are 4 filmmakers whose resume listed 5 or 6 Best Director nominations, but unfortunately, victory was elusive to them until their deaths. Number 1. King Vidor, 5 nominations. King Vidor was entered in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest movie directorial career. He debuted as a director in the 1913 film Hurricane in Galveston, while the 1980 documentary The Metaphor about painter Andrew Wyeth became his swan song. In 67 years, he made memorable movies, earned 5 Oscar Best Director nominations, but never savored victory. The Academy first noticed his brilliance in 1928 for his movie The Crowd, regarded as his masterpiece and one of the silent era's best films. Vidor was shortlisted again in 1930 for his groundbreaking musical Hallelujah, featuring an African-American cast. His 3rd nomination came in 1932, courtesy of The Champ, which won Best Story and Best Actor, but lost in the Best Director and Best Picture categories.
What's the matter?
Vidor's next acclaimed film was the British drama Citadel in 1938, which got 4 nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director, but with no win at the end of the night. It was a long time before Vidor earned a 5th nomination for the 1956 Audrey Hepburn headlined War and Peace about the American-Italian War. He again lost.
To present a special Oscar to a man I've long loved and admired, King Vidor.
Perhaps to compensate for Vidor's losses, the Academy conferred an honorary Academy Award to him in 1979 for his incomparable achievements as a cinematic creator and innovator. While accepting the award, Vidor shrugged philosophically and said,
"Better late than never."
Number 2. Robert Altman, 5 nominations. Will you believe that acclaimed filmmaker Robert Altman, an enduring figure in the new Hollywood era, entered show business at age 22, but became a prominent movie director much later at age 45? Starting out as a bit player, Altman then worked as writer, editor, and director of industrial films, documentaries, and TV shows. His forays into different creative pursuits didn't have much impact on his career and name, not until he directed the 1970 movie MASH, after a dozen directors had rejected the project. Their loss became Altman's gain, a goldmine that brought him critical and commercial success. The black comedy set during the Korean War era gave Altman his first Oscar Best Director nomination. He didn't win, but MASH won the top honor in the Cannes Film Fest. For his 1975 satirical drama comedy film Nashville, Altman was again Oscar nominated. He waited 17 years for back-to-back nominations, for another satirical black comedy movie The Player in 1992, and the dramedy Shortcuts in 1993. His last nomination was in 2001 for the mystery film Gosford Park, which turned out to be his 5th Oscar loss. Altman was a late bloomer as a recognized filmmaker, but he showed how innate talent gets better with age.
I never tire of it. No other filmmaker has gotten a better shape than I have.
Number 3. Alfred Hitchcock, 5 nominations. The Alfred Hitchcock is filmdom's undisputed master of suspense, but that acclaim never swayed Oscar voters to give him the Best Director gold statuette. Until now, his 5 Oscar snubs remain a mystery and taint the Academy. Hitchcock's love affair with filmmaking began in 1919 when he directed a few British films. Most notable was his first thriller movie, The Lodger, a story of the London fog in 1927, which critics and audiences loved. Then, in 1939, Hitchcock made a big move to Hollywood. His first American film, Rebecca, received 11 Oscar nominations, including Best Director, and 1 Best Picture. With the film's success, Hitchcock made his presence felt in Hollywood. He was again nominated for the 1944 survival film Lifeboat, then got a 3rd for Spellbound, a 1945 psychological mystery thriller starring heavyweights Ingrid Bergman and Gregory Peck. 9 years later, Hitchcock's 4th attempt for an Oscar Best Director award was for his outstanding work in the mystery thriller Rear Window. unanimously considered as one of Hitchcock's best and one of the greatest films ever made. However, Hitchcock lost to two-time Oscar Best Director awardee Elia Kazan. In the 1960 blockbuster movie Psycho, the Academy recognized Hitchcock's excellence for the 5th time, but the award wasn't meant for him. Despite his unbelievable 0 Oscar win, Hitchcock had created his own niche, and today, his legacies in the mystery suspense genre are unparalleled, and this makes him truly a legend of his own. Number 4, Clarence Brown, 6 nominations. Clarence Brown could have made his mark in another industry after completing 2 engineering degrees at age 19, but his ardent interest in movies prevailed. So, in 1913, Brown became an assistant to French director Maurice Tourneau, whom Brown highly regarded. It started his prolific filmmaking career that lasted for 43 years until his retirement in 1953. As a major figure in America's cinema history, Brown made 52 feature-length films, mostly headlined by iconic actresses Greta Garbo and Joan Crawford. His directorial competence during Hollywood's golden age merited him 6 Academy Award Best Director nominations starting in 1930 for his work in 2 Garbo stars, Anna Christie and Romance. The following year, Brown was nominated again for A Free Soul. His 4th nomination came 12 years and 19 movies later for the 1943 drama The Human Comedy, a Best Picture nominee too. At that point, Brown was an Oscar record holder for his multiple nominations without a win. His 1944 movie starring a young horse-riding Elizabeth Taylor titled National Velvet gave Brown his 5th nomination. In 1946, he earned his final nomination for The Yearling, but Brown went home empty-handed for the nth time. Despite not winning an Oscar trophy, historical memoirs have always listed Clarence Brown among the superb directors in Hollywood. Enjoy an awesome video every single day by subscribing to our channel and clicking that notification bell.